Hey, I'm Mack. Welcome back to my channel. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and consider joining my Patreon for access to new videos 12 to 24 hours early. Okay, well, my first video in my what was gonna be a nutrition series, it flopped. It flopped. And I've been reflecting on why that is. It flopped. It performed the worst of any video in the past year and several months. It was a disaster. And I feel like that's probably because I think I could have made the presentation more compelling, perhaps. And I think that I could have made the title and thumbnail perhaps better. And I also think that some people probably made presumptions about what my angle on it was gonna be. But yeah, wow. It was a resounding no. So, as far as continuing that series, I don't know. I need to retool the format or something if I'm going to. But yeah, that's where we're going with that. This was sent. This is a Monat call that we're going to be reacting to. It was sent in. I actually haven't even watched it yet, so I just figured it's got to be good if it was submitted and it's Monat. Let's go.
All right. We are live. Yay. We are live on Facebook. We're also live over here on Zoom. I just want to thank everybody so much for joining us tonight, the first Sunday of every single month. Me and my upline, or my upline and me. I never know grammatically which one I should say.
Well, if you're talking about the me going first or second, I mean, I'm not much of a prescriptivist, but since you brought it up, me always goes second. Okay, you always put the other person first. Okay, and if you don't know whether it's me or I, just take out the other thing and see if it sounds right. Because one way it's going to sound correct, another way it's not going to sound correct. If you're saying my upline and me went to the store to go harass people, see, that sounds wrong because you wouldn't say me went to the store to go harass people. So it's my upline and I went to the store to go harass people. Didn't they, Jameson? He's going through a thing right now. Yeah, so that's how you know. So now you can stop trying to be cute.
How about this? Monica, my upline, is going live with me tonight, where we're going to talk a little bit more about this incredible opportunity.
Okay, so that would have been my upline and I, because you wouldn't say me is going live. You'd say I am going live.
That we have with Monat, but more importantly, why we think that it is such an incredible opportunity for you. I memean, absolutely everyone who could be interested in this has the ability to find success in it, and that we just love sharing it with people.
That is false.
It's one of our greatest passions, being able to go and share what we do with others, give you some food for thought, let you see into why we think this is something that really could be incredible. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Amy Sloan. I've been with Monat now for a little over 6.5 years.
Okay, this is important. Monat has only existed for about maybe 7 years. So she got in at the very beginning, which is very different from getting in, now, for example.
And I was introduced to the products by Monica. So to start off tonight, she's going to actually tell a little bit about her story and some things that she loves about this incredible opportunity. And then I'll kind of piggyback on that, on what I love about it. And then we'll teach you or tell you the different ways that you can actually get started if it's something you're interested in. All right, Monica.
Hello, friends. Okay, if you guys are watching over on Facebook, hello. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Indiana. It's so nice to have this sunniness, and it's not dark, so that's amazing. But like Amy said, we are here to share a little bit about the opportunity of what Monat has done for us and what it can do for you. So I have been partnered with Monat for now a little over 7 years, and
so she must have gotten in right when it started. So again, that's very important, okay? Because we always talk about how MLMs are saturated, right? Well, these people got in when it wasn't saturated. They might not even be lying. They might not understand that it's simply not possible. But regardless, it doesn't matter. At a certain point, you're just negligent.
I actually first got introduced to the products. I wasn't looking for them. It kind of just fell in my lap as a massage therapist. One of my clients introduced me to the products, asked if she could sample me some vegan, clean hair care products. And I'm like, sure, why not? Why not try some samples? And I am always, looking into more natural.
I can think of some reasons. For one, it will make your hair fall out.
Naturally based things, foods and, body products and cleaning products and all of those things. And she knew it was up my alley. So I tried it. I actually let those samples sit on my coffee table for about a week before I tried it. And she messaged me and was like, hey, have you used those samples? I'm like, oh shoot, I'm going to go use them right now. I promise. And then I'll text you as soon as I get done. And I remember in the shower, the first wash with it, I remember the smell of it, the feel of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I can't believe I haven't used these yet. This is amazing. Just like she said, and it feels so good on my hair. And then once my hair was dry, I couldn't stop touching my hair in one wash. It was like a wow moment with the products. And I messaged her right away. I was like, hey, can I come get some of this? Because I want more of this. She's like, well, you have to order it. So I ordered it and I became a customer. And then what I started doing immediately was texting my friends and my family. I remember even Kaylin was like, oh my gosh, stop talking about it. Like, I get it. It's good. Whatever. Like, we get it. And sorry, Kaylin. And so my friends and family, I was like, hey, you guys can try this product. Like, are you interested? Because they knew I'd worked in the industry and the spas and salons and stuff. And they trusted me. And they were like, sure, yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly. They trusted you. So you're abusing that trust in that relationship. Also, notice how she's like, oh, well, I became a customer. And then there's apparently some unspecified period of time here where she immediately starts texting people. Yeah. So I'm going to guess that you actually weren't a customer. You were a customer, but you weren't what you would consider to be a customer. I'm going to guess that you became a distributor right away. Okay? Because this story sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I can see how this would be like the party line that you would toe. But no, I don't buy it. Okay? I don't. I don't buy it. Just like no one buys Monat shampoo who isn't a distributor. All right.
So they started purchasing it too right away. And I wasn't even selling it. And I was sharing a product with them that I wasn't making it.
You're so fucking full of shit. You are. You just are.
Any income off of yet. But I was doing my friend a favor.
Oh, well, some of your distributors aren't making any income off of it either.
So she had asked me, hey, do you kind of want to take a look at this? Because you're doing exactly what I do. Like, you are literally doing what I do, but I'm the one getting paid for it. And I'm like, no, it's cool. I'll help you out.
Yeah, because once you become a distributor, she won't be getting paid for it. She's still going to be getting paid for it, okay? It's, same difference.
Love helping friends out. We all do. So I sent like another 1 or 2 people her way, and she was like, all right, seriously, like, this is what you could have made. And then she showed me what I could have made. And I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe at least, if anything, I can get the deeper discount as a market partner. So I upgraded from VIP to market partner and came in with what's called a product pack. These product packs are amazing because it's basically like a business in a box. You get samples, you get brochures, you get a slew of products for a deep discount with a deeper discount versus the customer. So I was like, cool, if anything, I'm just going to get a deeper discount on these products because it's going to save me more money and I'm going to continue to buy them.
You don't save money by buying something. You save money by not buying something, okay? Because from where I'm sitting, it sounds like you spent $200. And how is it a business in a box? It's not a business in a box. It's a box of products. Okay, when I ship a wholesale order from the warehouse, I'm not shipping them a business. I'm shipping them products for the retailer to sell. They already have a business. They don't need a business in a box, okay? So a box of products is not a business in a box, okay?
And I was like, if anything, if I want to at least make my investment back, I could probably do that, share it with a few more people, because I already shared it with my friends and family and they're already customers of hers. So I upgraded, became a market partner, made a post on social media asking if anyone wanted to try some better hair care, clean products that perform with a 30-day money back guarantee. And yes, they did. And I was like, okay, all right, we're doing this. Like we're doing this now. You guys, I had done direct sales in the past. If you know me over on Facebook, hello, I've done multiple businesses, great platform, a great way for people to earn an income. Like a lot of, for me, mom, busy, not working another job outside the home. It's something I can do and work with my kids or whatever have you. So looking at this opportunity and how it's structured in direct sales, it's a beautiful thing. So for me, it was like,
yeah, pyramid schemes are so beautiful, you guys.
cool, well, I can do this along with massage. I couldn't physically pick up any more hours as a massage therapist because I didn't have the time and I didn't have the energy. I was working for the chiropractor. I had my own office and I was just already so busy and pulled multiple ways. I couldn't work any more hours. So I had to figure something out. I actually at one point was considering going back to school and I didn't have the funds to do that. So I would just kind of felt like I was stuck. And then this shampoo came along and I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. And even when I first started into the business side of it, I didn't see the big picture yet. I didn't know that you could actually earn like a full-time income with this. I didn't know that existed is because I didn't know what I didn't know. I wasn't educated on compensation plans. I wasn't educated.
Yeah, well, you probably are educated on it now, but you're not educating other people on it because other people are going to stay uneducated on it when you give them this information because you're acting like it's a reasonable high probability of becoming a full-time income earner in Monat when that's just not the case. Okay, less than 1% of market partners even make minimum wage, which I would not consider, like, if I'm saying full-time income, I'm not talking about like minimum wage, not federal minimum wage at least. So it's, you make it sound like it's a lot more possible than it is. Like it's something that could happen for perhaps more than 1 in 100 people, which it categorically cannot.
On how the direct sales industry work. I wasn't really educated in sales because I was a service provider, right? So I provided a service. If my clients didn't show up, I didn't get paid. That's all I knew. So this came along. One thing kind of led to another.
You didn't know that you could sell people more things? I mean, aren't you doing like a whole massage appointment? So don't you have a lot of time in there to be like, have you considered this service? Have you considered getting this done? Well, it's only this much money. I mean, I'm sorry, but like that's common sense.
That was when I reached out to Amy about 6 months later. And then I started sharing it a little bit more. And then once I held on to what this actually do, my upline, my sponsor, she was telling me, you can actually make a big income in this industry if you want to. And I'm like, I wonder if I could actually do that. And she was like, so-and-so is, doing this. This is what I'm doing. And if you want me to show you how you can do that, I can show you that too. And that was when it clicked for me. It clicked for me because I understood, because compensation plans are a beautiful thing and ours pays out 50 cents back to every dollar that comes into the field. We're one of the highest paying compensation plans out there. We don't have middle.
I hate this so much. Okay, I mean, most businesses that don't have crazy markups on their products pay out. It's such a weird way of putting it. It sounds like you're a casino, which you're not a casino because you have better odds of coming out of a casino with more money than you started with than you do with Monat. That's a fact. But most businesses pay out about 25 to 30% of their revenue into payroll. And that's with like real profit margins, not like insanely inflated MLM profit margins, because with an MLM, the price doesn't matter because the distributors will buy it anyway. It doesn't matter how much the product costs. They'll still buy it because they have to.
We don't have billboards. We don't have, advertising on television. So
they don't need it. They have you.
Money, that income goes back into our pockets, the one who's repping the brand. So social media today, social selling today, you guys, every single person watching this live, wherever you're watching it live from, you have shared something, whether it be a product, a fast food, a sit down restaurant, a movie, a coffee, a beauty product. You've shared it to someone because you loved it and you didn't make a dime off of it. And that's cool, right? We like to share what we love. But what if you turn that into something that could help you financially? And this is where we're at. So we are now.
I hate this line of reasoning so much. Yeah. Okay. The point is that when I'm sharing something to my friends and family, the reason it's appropriate to do that is because they know that I'm not being paid for it. So they know that this is me as a friend wanting them to get the same benefits of something that I got, or if wanting them to get the same great product that I got because I had a good experience. Whereas if I'm being paid, if they get it, well, suddenly that is kind of taking advantage of them, or they're going to think, wow, maybe I can't trust him the same way that I thought I could because I thought we had something that wasn't about this, but now it seems like it is, because you're abusing the trust there. It's just not a good look. Okay. So part of the reason that it's okay for you to share it with your friends and family is because you're not going to profit off of it. Like, that's the entire point. Because then you know that it is just for the reason of you like it and you want them to have something that they will like. Whereas you're going to obviously claim to love the Monat products. You're not going to be like, oh, these products are terrible, but, So that's what you're not getting about that. Because it's not the same. Because money is a very powerful motivator. It is not possible for money to be involved in something and not have it influence the situation. It will always influence the situation. It might be to a greater or lesser degree, but it will. And you know it. Everybody knows it. She knows it. She's not admitting it because it makes her look better to not admit it.
7 years into Monat. We are a 7-year-old company. We are now in 8 countries.
I love how they admit that. She said she got in 7 years ago. They're a 7-year-old company. Boom.
And we are expanding into more and more countries. And the thing with the country expansion for me is people are literally waiting in other countries. I get messages almost every single day. Are you in Germany? Are you in Switzerland? Are you in all of these other countries? And I'm like, no, not yet, but hang on, sit tight because we're coming. So you guys, we are in.
Batten down the hatches, everybody. Also, I mean, no one's going to know what the heck you're selling in Germany because it's like, why is month a hair care? Like, what is that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, that'd be like just calling it month. Would you like to sign up for month?
Asia Pacific. We were in UK, Ireland, Poland, Canada, UK, Australia. I don't know if I missed anything or not, but we're in 8 countries and we are expanding. You guys, we are the #1 premium hair care brand on this planet. Okay. People want.
You have to be a premium hair care brand before you can be the #1 at it. Yeah. Well, you know what? Any hair care brand would be #1 if they had a bunch of people who pay to advertise for them and who are required to buy X amount of product every single month if they want to have a downline and get paid for like the opportunity Okay. So, I mean, it's not hard when you have people who have to buy the product every month if they want a chance of getting paid. Like, it's very easy to become the number one brand at something when you have that advantage. Like, no one who uses Matrix, okay, has to buy it every month. They're not required to. They can buy whatever they want.
Our products, people are purchasing them month after month after month. And if you can see the before and after.
Yeah, because they're required to do so if they want to have a downline. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know what you expect.
Photos that come through every single day of what these products have been able to help people with their hair, their skin, and loving our new wellness products. Like, you want to be a part of it. So if it's something that you're like, okay, maybe I need $100 a month. Who doesn't want $100 extra a month, right? That can cover quite a bit. For me,
it depends on what I have to do for the $100, because it might not be worth it to me. And if it's posting obnoxiously and annoying my friends and ruining relationships, $100 is not worth it to me.
It was kids sports and it was a new car payment for me. That was my target goal when I was like, all right, I think I can do this. If I can just make enough to get me into a newer to me vehicle, then I think this could be worth it. It's fun. I like it. So if you're needing anything, 100, 300, 500 a month and on up, this can do that. And that's
100, 300, 500 a month. If you've seen how much they work, even $500 a month is not worth it for the amount of work that you're putting in. The opportunity cost is not there, especially when it's a job seeker's market right now.
What we're gonna explain a little bit more, and we will help guide you into that direction if you want to jump and link arms with us and do that with us. So here we are 7 years later, and we're still doing this. We still go live. We still share this opportunity because it is helping people more and more every single day after day after day. So
sorry. You just, I think you meant to say it's making me a buttload of money. Like, why would you stop doing the thing that is making you tons of money because you got in early? It doesn't take a lot of your downline, because when your downline is, everybody who came after, is everybody who signed up under all the people that you had since 7 years ago. So there can't, a good portion of Monat's got to be underneath you. So, why would you suddenly stop doing the thing that is making you so much money? You wouldn't. So, duh.
I'm going to turn it over to Amy. She's going to share a little bit of her story and kind of her thoughts on it, because she's kind of got a different background than me. And I love to hear her story and her side of it too.
Yes, definitely. I hope I wasn't distracting in the beginning. Apparently I was not muted. So I laughed at something you said, and I was like, I noticed that you kind of paused, and I was like, oh crap. So luckily I didn't mess you up too much. But so as Monica said, about 6 months into her business is when she approached me about the products. And fun fact about our relationship before is we knew each other through MOPS. And so if you don't know what MOPS is, it actually stands for Mothers of Preschoolers, which we both had plenty of. We had lots of preschoolers at the time. And I can remember us both pushing our little strollers to drop our kids off at the nursery and then going making these crafts. Mind you, I am not a crafty person, not my thing. Monica was Miss Crafty, like all the crafts. And she would sell these beautiful felt bows, like absolutely beautiful felt bows. And I still have some of them in my shop. I saw the jar the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, these are still in here. Oh, they're mine. I can keep them. Great. But I still have these bows. And so she knew that I was a hairstylist, and she was like, I'm going to see if she's heard of these products. So she brought the products to me. She actually brought me what was called a borrow basket. And she was like, I want you to use the products and then just let me know what you think. Well, I'm going to tell you, I fell in love with the products from the first time that I used them. I started using them on my clients. They loved them and they wanted to purchase them. And so I went back to Monat and I said, okay, I love them. What's it look like to get them in the salon? And that's when I found out it was a network marketing company. I did not know that that's what I was getting into. but I couldn't deny the fact that the products were superior to anything else I had ever used. I'm going to be real honest. If I would have known it was a network marketing company before I tried it, I probably would not have tried it.
And why is that? Yeah, exactly. Because its reputation precedes it. Okay. But then, see, and this entire story is utter bullshit. I'm sorry. Nobody thinks that product is that amazing. Okay. They just don't. And so clearly this is a manufactured story, because it wouldn't be as inspiring if she were like, yeah, so she comes in and she's like, this company just started, you can get in on the ground floor, and I figured I could make an assload of money and then I wouldn't have to do hairstyling anymore because I hate my clients. That's probably more likely what it was, okay? Come on. Come on.
That's pretty ignorant on my part, if you ask me. Now, looking at it, but I still, in my mind, and to my spouse, my husband, told him I was not going to do it because it was a network marketing company, even though I loved the product. But I had promised Monica, or had already told her that I would go to this event with her that she had asked me to attend here locally in Indianapolis. And at the time, my husband and I were so broke. Like, we were ginormously in debt. And we were both overworked. We were raising 4 kids. So date nights did not exist. And Monica told me that there was free food and free drinks. And I was like, I'll be there. I will be there. I literally went because I thought, free date night. We can eat at this really nice restaurant and we can have drinks at this nice restaurant. And then afterwards, we can just go meet a couple of our friends for some drinks and we'll just turn this into a date night. Free, right? And so...
Yeah, there's no such thing as a free date night. Also, remember how your night was ruined by Monat, except you got in at the ground floor, so.
We went. And I was greeted with the most amazing community. I started hearing things about the science behind our products or their products. At the time, it wasn't mine, but I started hearing about the science and I was like, wow, well, that's why it works. I've never heard of anything like.
They're still not your products. You don't have jack shit as far as input into them. Okay. And yeah, the community is amazing because they're still trying to sell to you at this event. They haven't made the sale yet.
And they told me that it had gone through clinical studies like for 2 years before they even put it into the market. And so I was like, okay, so this really could be something. Then they started sharing about what the hair industry is, like the revenue that it brings in the United States and worldwide. And they told me that it was.
Were you shocked that there's a lot of money in like hair and cosmetics? Because I mean, sorry, but there is.
The very first in the entire social selling space to focus on hair care. And I was like, man, if this ends up being as good as what it feels like it's going to be, this will be life-changing. I have to at least give it a shot. So I went to my husband and I said, okay, I want to do this. I'm going to try it. And he's like, with what money? I said, I'm going to figure it out. I'll go save it. I'm going to figure it out. So within 2 weeks, I saved the money I needed to purchase my product pack. You guys, within 2 weeks, I just decided to dive in, start sharing it with people. I didn't know how I was going to make money. I had no idea. This compensation plan that Monica talked about, that's so lucrative and amazing, I had no idea how it worked. I just knew that if somebody bought my shampoo that I loved, it only made sense that I would probably make money, right? Like, that's what I was trying to do. So
you're an idiot. The fact that you would get into something and start doing it without understanding what you were getting into is, I'm sorry, sometimes we all have idiot moments and this was yours. Even though it worked out pretty well for you, please, it's not very smart. You have 4 kids. You're wasting money. What the hell?
I just started sharing it with everybody. And I was getting these paychecks. And within 2 weeks, I made back every dime I invested.
It just happened magically. I wasn't trying at all. They started giving me money and it was just so mysterious. I didn't know why I was getting it. It was an utter surprise to me. I had no idea. It was just accidental. It was so easy that I accidentally made money.
You guys, within 6 months, I was covering the mortgage payment for my family. And I was like, wow.
And I just had no idea.
An epiphany went off. And I was like, if I'm able to do this with not even having any idea how I'm doing it, imagine.
I knew where she was going with it. It was just an utter surprise. She was just accidentally making money with Monat. Just accidentally. What? It's that easy, you guys. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so flexible. You literally accidentally make money. Trust me. That's how it works. It was not at all a calculated endeavor. You sign up and, it's like, where are all these checks coming from? Like, they just make it rain.
If I really understood it and I started really focusing on building a team and I started diving into the actual network marketing side of it. And when I did that, the rest was history.
The actual network marketing. Oh, so when you were selling products, supposedly, that wasn't the actual network marketing part? So it is a pyramid scheme.
I ended up creating an income for my family that erased our debt. Beyond that, I've been able to have this incredible community of women that are my best friends. They are my closest people. And that was something I didn't really know that I needed before Monat came into my life. I thought I was fine. I had my few, besties, and I had my kids. That was it. Honestly, there weren't a whole lot of bestie things happening. It was just like I was a mom. I was in charge of my kids. And I had to make money to pay the bills. It was.
So, what happened to the besties that you had before Monat? You still talk to them? I bet you don't. That's sad. Those were the real relationships.
Just living to survive. I had lost a big part of who I was. And actually, I don't even think I ever knew who I was until Monat.
I never knew who I was until Monat. You're in a cult. You're in a cult. You are in a cult. I never knew who I was until Monat. I never knew who I was until Monat. Girl.
It was like this light bulb lit up inside of me. And all of a sudden, I recognized the potential that I had. And I recognized how many lives I could impact through a bottle of shampoo, which sounds crazy if you are not really.
Yeah, it does, because that's just not really how it works.
Into all of this. So you may be thinking, like, I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid they're drinking, but I will tell you.
Yeah, because you're in a cult. And also at Jonestown, it was Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid.
This. I'm not the only one that has said that. I hear story after story after story of women on my team or in sideline teams that will say, like, this has been the best personal development I have ever experienced. Whether they're making a ton of money, what they're seeing is that they are different.
Oh, so are there people on your team who aren't making a lot of money and you're just paying them with personal development? Because that sucks.
Because of all of the goodness that is in this company. Something I didn't tell you is I did try some other network marketing companies and I didn't experience.
Oh, when was this? Because I thought that you were so, new to network marketing. You'd never tried it before. So maybe keep your lies straight.
The things that I've experienced with this one. This one has surpassed my expectation.
That's because you got in 6 months after it started.
I literally just wanted a couple extra $100 a month so that I could replace my beat up minivan with another less beat up minivan. That's all I wanted. And what I found was so much more. Yes, the income has been great, but I found purpose and passion for my life. I found the community. I've been able to travel the globe. If traveling is something you've been wanting to do, man, Monat throws out these incentive trips like it's candy. I'm just like, man, there's another one to work for and another one to work for.
Throw it out like it's what, like it's a parade? And no, they don't, because you have to pay for half of the shit on those trips unless you're like very, very high up in Monat. And if an employer ever offers you community as compensation, please remember that compensation and employee appreciation is expressed in a number, and it has a dollar sign in front of it. And anything else, just ignore that. Unless it's like benefits like health insurance, which is still a monetary benefit.
And I don't know, I didn't know this, but you put a trip in front of me and I am going to sprint because I love to travel and I've been able to travel the world. I also drive, and Monica does too, a beautiful white Cadillac that is paid for monthly by our company. So when we talk about like this.
Yeah, well, that lease, you better hope that you keep your rank, because that lease is in your name. Okay, and it will get repossessed.
Excitement that we have. This is why, because it truly has an impact on every aspect of our life. And we're running global businesses from our phones. We have teams in those countries that Monica was talking about. And we can literally, like her upline showed her, and how she showed me, and how I show my team. We can literally show you through simple steps how to do what we do.
No, you can't, because you would need to have a time machine and go back to 7 years ago for them to actually do what you do. They can try what you tried, but it won't work because the market is saturated by this point.
And so if you're sitting there thinking like, all right, this sounds awesome, how do I get started? I'm going to let Monica share with you how you can get started as a market partner. And maybe you're sitting there thinking like, that sounds great, but I haven't even tried the product. I will tell you, there are people that jump into this without ever even trying the product.
Oh, well, why ever would that be?
But if you want to do that first, there is a customer option as well. So I'm going to let her share those different ways that you can actually get started.
Yes, perfect. So, and we've heard each other's stories over and over again, and I could seriously listen. So the next time we hear it, we might tweak it up a little bit, but I always because we know how much it's changed us. And I'm like, man, I can't believe we get to do this. I can't believe we get to share this. Like, we just want to share it with so many people. It's just people.
I can't believe you do either.
Have to take this opportunity and just try it. So yes, there's 3 different ways that you can partner with us. One, you can become you can spend money with us. You can become a retail customer. You can purchase these products. Okay. You would go to the Replicated website. You would purchase what you want. It gets shipped to your door. You will pay a nominal shipping fee. There's not really many discounts to our retail program, but you get your products to your door. Okay.
That was not a great sales pitch. So who the fuck is buying these products? Right. You don't have any retail customers, because there's not a business on this planet that is not a network marketing company that would have given their sales pitch for their basic customer, like for their regular customer, like that. Because you don't want them to, because you want them to sign up as a distributor, because that's how you make money.
And that's amazing. Second way is saving.
That's amazing. Like, what business would say that about their mainline product?
Let me tell you about the savings of a VIP customer. So VIP customers, it blows my mind how much in the last 7 years our VIP program is like, oh my gosh, they keep adding more stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, and they get this and they get this. So this is what they get. 15% off all of their purchases. There is an enrollment fee. Depending on what country you live in USA, it's a $19.99 enrollment fee, but that fee outweighs and offsets the discounts that you get and shipping fees right away versus becoming a retail customer. So it's kind of like Amazon Prime, but better.
No, it's like Amazon Prime, but worse, because you only can get Monat products, whereas Amazon Prime, I'm pretty sure, has like basically every shampoo.
pay that fee again. You get amazing access to flash sales and promos. And we have a phenomenal one happening that ends tonight at midnight. We have a really great grab bag sale. If you become a VIP customer, you can add on a grab bag for $15. But what's so cool, we have what's called Purchase Plus Discount Savings Program. When that kicks in, it takes at least $15 off your total, making that grab bag of $150 or $75 completely free. So you're getting all of these products to try. You also get to pick a free product at checkout for VIPs on your first order and all of your future flagship orders if you choose to have that. So what's really cool, for the month of March, we tried out a thing. We're a no obligation VIP program. This program is something that we've never done before, but we're testing the waters because you guys have been asking. Our customers have been asking. So you can become a VIP and not have to have any future obligated purchases ever, but still remain a VIP customer for life. And you can scoop up the savings. You can have order whenever you want, get all of that fun stuff. It's a great program. You also get a birthday coupon code. You get what's called VIP points. That's what I'm saying. It just keeps going because they keep adding stuff. VIP points, for every dollar you spend, you earn a point. You can redeem those points on your orders, kind of like Old Navy cash. It's great. So we've just enhanced that, and we keep enhancing it over and over again. So that's the second way that you can partner with us. The third way, which I would have to say, obviously, is we are so passionate about, is market partner. So with a market partner, you can earn and you can save with us as well at the same time. So you get always a 30% discount. Okay. So that's what I wanted to do. I was a VIP. I was saving 15%. And I'm like, man, 30% sounds much of a better deal than VIP. So 30% discount always on all your purchases. What's so nice is whenever you decide to do this business, you come in with what's called a product pack. These product packs range from $199 all the way up to $549, I believe. They've changed. And what's so cool with these packs is it's a ton of product that you can get to start your business with. It's like a business in a box. You get your samples, you get your brochures, you get all this stuff to start your business at a really low price. And what's so cool,
at a really low price. Girl, it's just private labeled shampoo, okay? It probably costs like 20 cents to make. So, and they don't have to pay for any marketing or advertising, which is a substantial portion of other businesses' budget. So, yeah, because you actually pay them to advertise for them. So, when they lay it all out like this, it's so interesting how on earth can you not realize that you're the customer when she's like, okay, well, you could just buy like one or two of our products, and spend like shipping plus whatever the product costs. Let's say you bought one bottle of shampoo. So let's say it's $10 shipping. So you spent $50, right? Okay. So, or you could become a VIP customer, which means you pay $19.99, and then I assume you got to sign up for like some kind of auto ship or something. Okay, so you're spending $19.99 plus whatever it costs. Okay, minus 15%, but who fucking cares? Because 15% off is not saving 15%. 15% off is spending 15% less. Okay, get that through. Let's get that through our heads here. Okay, it is not saving 15%. You are spending 15% less. And then she goes to this next thing where you can spend $199 at minimum to get a bunch of products. You're the customer. She just upsold you. And you don't even understand it.
Never have to pay any other things to keep you don't have to keep buying monthly and monthly and monthly to be a market partner. So
but you do if you want to have a downline.
There's no quotas. There's no obligations for you to have to do that. There's no fees on your website, all of that.
Only if you don't want to have a downline. If you want to have a downline, then you have purchases you got to make every month.
Stuff. And it kind of seems like that's not real. There's no way. That's too good to be true. We all thought this.
How is that too good to be true? You paid $200 to $550 and you got a bunch of shampoo. and stuff. Okay. That sounds like it sounds like a very high priced exchange of goods, but it sounds like you gave them the money and they gave you the products. How is that too good to be true? It sounds exactly true.
Same thing, but really, there are no obligations as a market partner. If you come in, buy that product pack, never purchase a thing ever again, it's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do to you? Have you shot in the square?
But if you want to grow a business, grow a team, and do what we're doing and be able to earn a full-time income with this, you absolutely can. So with all of the perks that we've talked about, there's a card program, there are trips and incentives that you can earn. Gratitude is a huge part of who we are too. We have a phenomenal gratitude program. And I think that brings in a lot of people too, because a lot of brands now today, if you aren't serving in your community or serving or giving back, people look at that. They really want to partner with the company and a brand that is doing that. And that is at the forefront of what we do. We've given back millions of dollars back into the communities. So those are just a few of the things. Like Amy and I, we could literally talk all day about the amazing things that this has done for us. But it's like, what do you need? You're sitting there, maybe you're watching this, you're like, shoot, like times are tough right now. We get it. But I can tell you what, people are still buying the products that they love because they can't live without them. And I can tell you what, people are still looking for someone to buy these products from, and that could be you.
No one's looking for someone to buy these products from. Someone to buy these products from is beating down their door.
And I'm telling you, when you start trying these products and when you start sharing them and when you start getting the text messages from your customers, oh my gosh, look at my hair. I cannot believe this. Only 3 weeks of using this. Like, thank you so much for helping me.
That will never happen.
Know what you're doing is a good thing. And then when you get messages from your team, oh my gosh, I just bought groceries without even having to dive into my teeny tiny checking account or even taking from my savings. Thank you so much for helping me do this. That's what we do. And we will never stop sharing this opportunity or the products because we know what it's done for us and for other people too. So, if you have questions on the market partner option, you can go back to the person that invited you to this. But I'm going to have Amy kind of like tie up any loose ends that we may have left untied and kind of.
Well, we know you have split ends.
Close this out with this call.
Yes, awesome. You guys, if you can't tell, we are super passionate about what we do. And so if you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, my interest is piqued and I want to hear a little bit more, definitely, like Monica said, go back to the person that invited you to this because we definitely want you to ask questions, hear what this could be about. And I mean, at the end of the day, most likely, hopefully, I mean, not most likely, but I'll tell you what, at the end of the day for me, at the end of the day, I decided that I would rather try something and fail than wonder what if the rest of my life, because I was filled with the fear. I was filled with the doubt. I worried what other people were going to think. I think just as women or humans, we do that. And I knew that if for something to change, for my circumstances to change, something had to change. And I was faced with go back to school or work more, which I didn't know how was physically possible. And this gave me an opportunity for a very low investment to have the ability, the sky's the limit on what I could do with it. And so I would encourage you, if you are interested, if you're feeling that pull on your heart, don't just shove it to the side. You know, there are things in this life and that there's all those, quotes out there that say, like, if it scares you and excites you, you should probably do that. Or, the best things are right outside your comfort zone. And I used to think all of those things were super corny, but now I recognize the truth in that.
Oh, for the love of God. When they say, like, if it makes you scared or whatever, you should do it, they're talking about, like, making out with the guy that was, in your youth band, okay? We're not talking about that right now. Okay, but seriously, she is seriously brainwashed. She's in the cult mentality. It's so weird. It's so sad. That's just another thing that you'll lose is your non-cult indoctrinated self.
And when you can push yourself right outside that comfort zone, it brings about all of these possibilities. And then your comfort zone grows And then that comfort.
Yeah, especially if those possibilities are being a very, very poor person.
So it grows a little bit more every time you decide to take a little bit of a chance on yourself. And so for as little as $199, you could get started.
But that's not all it's going to be, because they're going to be having their claws into you, convincing you to make more purchases. Okay. They're going to be like, let's go.
This business. You know, I walk into Target and I spend $199 like this on things that I don't even need.
Well, that's your problem.
Or ever wear, or I consume within a week. That drives me crazy.
Okay, well, you should think about the garment workers who are, being kind of treated like shit and harmed by your purchases that you don't even wear.
But you guys, for $199, you have nothing to lose. And so I hope that if this is something that you're interested in.
I have $199 to lose, actually.
That you'll reach out. Take a chance on yourself. We would absolutely love to help you. There is plenty of room for you, and we have a seat at our table. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
I love when they struggle to find the stop button. So good. Well, that was a great call. So now that all of you have clicked out to go sign up for Monat under Amy over there, I guess I'm all alone now. Doesn't see anyone around. All right, everybody. I've been Mack. Peace out. Bye.